Do you remember back in the day when it was still easy to figure out, hey, this toy is actually a bootleg or a knockoff turtle, it's not the real deal? You pretty much still see back in the day, based on color or based on just the plastic that they use for these type of toys, which one was real and which one wasn't. Well, fast forward to 2020 and it's pretty much gotten horrible right now. A while back I did a video about these bootleg TMNT NECA figurines, the figure set, and today I got all of my original NECA ones in, so it's time to do a comparison. Now, as a vintage toy collector, I'm usually not totally into new stuff, but when these guys came out, these quarter scale TMNT movie figures, I was pretty much freaking hooked. I was like, I gotta get my hands on one of these, and I got this Mikey dude. Then in 2018, the San Diego Comic-Con had a NECA exclusive in the NECA figure set, which kind of looked like this box, but this is actually a Chinese knockoff from AliExpress. So, knowing that it was pretty exclusive, they actually bootlegged the molds of the original NECA San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set and started pushing out this stuff because they knew, hey, people are gonna want this. And me too, I'm over in Europe, so it was very hard getting my hands on the real deal, and I kind of went for this bootleg thing, thinking like, you know, it's cheap. Same thing as 20 years ago, you could get these bootleg figurines for cheap, and lots of them. So that's why you would usually go for that. But today we're gonna figure out, hey, what's the difference between the bootleg ones and the real ones? Alright, here we have them. I wasn't able to get my hands on real San Diego Comic-Con set to do like a real comparison of what these are based on, but these are the ones that were first available in some stores exclusively. But I've been to America in the last year. I've also been to lots of Comic-Cons over here, and you can pretty much find them everywhere now. Even at some cons in the USA, you can find them. At shops, you can find these cool 7-inch turtles based on the movie. The line is also going very strong. There's already a second wave out featuring Shredder, you got a Foot Soldier, and you have Splinter. So those are already out. And last week at the Toy Fair in New York, they actually announced Toka and Razor, so those are probably also going to be coming out in this 7-inch scale, or at least in the bigger one. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, why we're here is we're going to do a comparison. We're going to figure out, hey, what's the difference with all these turtles? Time to open it up. On this side, we got the original NECA ones. On the other side, we have the bootleg ones. Now, the first thing you see is definitely a change in the colors of these turtles. That is one of the ways you could potentially keep them separated, but I think if I were to combine like a couple of the NECA ones with the bootleg ones, mix and match them, it would kind of go unnoticed. These are definitely way lighter, the bootleg ones. One thing that really caught my eye was actually that the right leg, or should I say no, yeah, the right leg, the right upper thigh on all the bootleg ones don't have any dots. So this is different for the original TMNT ones, and also because of the way more detailed paint job they did on the NECA ones. That is a way to see just that they're original, because the bootleg ones just have like really specific dots. The other ones are more nuanced, or have like different shades of brownish stuff in there too. Another thing that I noticed is that most of these actually they come apart from their shell. So the actual NECA ones, they have like this way of, you can definitely see it over at Mikey, that the shell comes loose, or there's like an extra point of articulation of him moving inside of the shell, which is something that doesn't work on this Raph over here or on this one. See, there's no extra articulation point within the shell, so the upper body or the bust moving within the shell limits. That is definitely not happening on the bootleg ones. So those are two ways to really figure out, hey, do I own an actual NECA one or is this a bootleg? Going a little bit closer and maybe checking out each one individually. These are definitely like the exact same sculpt, just that the paint job is done a little bit differently, but most of the things are exactly the same on here. On most of these turtles, the bootleg ones still have like some extra plastic hanging out, or some like a surplus of plastic, so that isn't like cut away or anything. So less of a less quality control on the bootleg ones for sure. But yeah, it's just amazing how quickly they got like the sculpts for these. Did they like just buy one at SDCC, or did they like do this by heart? Even like the front shell on this RAF, this one is definitely popping out way more than this one, so that's not really the same sculpt. It's kind of weird. Okay, so yeah, just little things really making the differences over here. But like, if you would come across the bootleg ones loose and they'd be out just for sale at like a flea market, you probably would go like, hey, these are real. So which ways can you really determine are they real? I'm going for the right upper thigh. If it doesn't have any dots apart from over here, so on the front of the upper thigh is where you need to look. If they don't have any dots over there, it's probably a NECA bootleg. Then let's take a look at Leonardo. So yeah, he just came out the package over here for me, so let me check what we got here. So we do have front upper thigh dots on each one of the original ones. It's just the bootleg ones that don't have it on the front. Also, the dots on all of the bootleg turtles are the same. On the other ones, they're kind of more detailed, more like set for the character. And yeah, then we have that one specific point of articulation that works on every of the NECA turtles, but not on the bootleg ones. Now on the foot we got Viacom NECA 2018, made in China over here. And on this one it also says Viacom NECA 2018. So that's not you definitely can't go based on what they printed on there, because they just printed the same thing on the bootleg ones, unfortunately. Like this Mikey, he's really looking away from, like, he's not staring straight. This one is doing the correct thing. What else can we say about these? As far as the bootleg ones go, they're like, if you want them on a budget, they're definitely the way to go, because they're not bad. I mean, they weigh the same. They weigh the same, and they come with the same accessories. I think the accessories for the original ones might be a little bit better quality wise, but in the end I guess it all depends on how many cash you want to spend on these. If you can get them cheap, the original ones, get those. If you want to go on a budget and maybe you want to go for the bootleg ones, if you're just gonna look at them, why not go for those? Because they're basically, so they're gonna be that tad bit cheaper. And now I'm stuck over here with multiple TMNT movie figures. Can't wait to get that shredder in, and can't wait to see if Toka and Razar are also gonna be released in the 7-inch line of NECA toys right here. One more thing, they're also putting out the smaller Raphael with the coat, with the trench coat. That was definitely a really cool core scale release. I wonder why they didn't just pop that in with the original Raph. Maybe just to make that a couple more dollars. But yeah, so there you have it, guys. Finally some closure on how can we see the difference between these toys. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I put out toy hunts, I put out collection room videos, and of course I talk about toys and do pickups and stuff. So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Put out a video every week, so see you in the next one. Bye!